Okay. It works. It works really good. That nice warm heat. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. So, well, man, I'm just so excited. I thought I'd make a video because I'm so excited. Oh man, that feels great. It's pretty discreet too. The only difference I really see is that and that. And I gotta clean this shit up. Could use a vacuum. Oh. Alright, well I guess I'll give you the tour. So, this is a Propex HS2211, which I think is actually made by Whale, and Propex just wants to make a buck off it. I don't blame him. And I put this guy underneath because it's designed to be there. And I got the flue running, and it's going through here. I got the pipe clamp there just so that it doesn't slip underneath. And I got the intake right here with a little flange on the end, just so that water doesn't get into it. There's the gas lines. You know, some of you guys might critique me on this, but I use compression fittings in copper, but I was real good about it, and I tested for leaks and stuff. It won't hurt to come back in a month or so and just check everything. It's kind of going against advice, so my mileage will vary, I'm telling myself. I enlarged these holes, and I put these rubber grommets in there. And the copper line is going behind this brace, which is right by the gas tank. Seems to be a common interest. You know, you don't want your gas tank to explode, so, you know, you don't also want propane line to explode, so I put them kind of close together. This way it's like the bash bar right there, if you'd call it that, is going to protect that line so it's not just hanging fruit. Oh, you might have noticed this. My fuel filter is just kind of hanging fruit as well, so I might want to fix that. I thought I'd do that while I was under here. But, okay. So that's what's underneath. Let's see what's under here. Pardon, got one hand going. So this is my setup. Pretty simple. I got the hot air right here. This is the intake. You know what this is? This is a sink trap. Not trap, sink. God, what do you call that thing? You know, you put them in sinks to catch crap from going down the drain. I took the little rim off the outside and kind of bent it. I mean, it is a mesh. And put it on there with a pipe clamp for an air filter. I figure I don't want to be dropping fluids or anything into there. It would be a bad idea. I'm actually pretty happy about that too. And it's got that dome shape, so if stuff gets dropped on here, it'll just eventually fall off for the most part. You don't really need to have the air extremely clean either, because the intake vent was one of these. So, even though it's not a K&N, it's still pretty overkill. I'm okay with that though. So there's a external battery box that was here by the previous owner. I like it, so I'm going to be putting this in there. I took it out because, well, obviously I needed to work in there. And actually this air duct stuff, it turned out really, really, really well. Didn't think I gave a good tour of that, so I'll come down here and show it off. There it is. Yeah, going right through. I'll be honest, it felt kind of horrible drilling through the van, but I live in the Northwest, so this is an absolute necessity. And I put some, this like dryer stuff here, or what, duct tape, DUCT. Ooh, that gets toasty. Don't touch that. I was gonna put a wire tie here until I thought that it could get hot. So that was a good idea. Anyway, that should work. I don't know how it'll stand to the elements, but we'll find out. I mean, I figure an experiment's an experiment. The only thing I really have to waste is time and money, as long as I'm not being dangerous. So, anyway, it was raining like a bitch recently, so I made my own hobo awning here. Actually worked out quite well. That's a shovel. And these are jugs of oil. And I needed to get to the other side too, so here's that. And a motorcycle tire. So yeah, I'd fit in real well with those like hobo dwellers down in Soto. But kind of following the compression theme, I know this is gonna seem really unusual. I gotta put my bash plate for this on. But not too shabby, huh? You might be cringing seeing that these are all compression connectors, but I did leak test them and they seem to be fine. I figure, you know, I'll just babysit it for a while. And I read that a lot of people are using them and it works fine. They're just not as rugged. Like if I were to disconnect this like a whole bunch and reconnect it, then it would kind of lose its seat and start to leak. But c'est la vie, you know, it's working great for me. Look how pretty it is, it's all yellow. I put so much damn Teflon tape in here, it's not even funny. Yeah. Anyway, so that's that. Oh, and I turned this around to fix a leak that I found right here. So, I don't know if this is supposed to be facing a direction or something, but I figured I would look that up in case you're seeing that and going, egads. That's what's going on there. Yeah. Oh, and here's the other end of the line for the propane. This goes back here and also into another grommet, just safety first. I used some wire clamps to get that on there. I'm real happy how this all turned out. And now I gotta spend the next 3 hours cleaning up. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. This I found really interesting. So see this wire? This is actually the thermostat wire. It's coming behind the closet. I found that I mounted the thermostat a little bit too high. Actually, I'll come around here and show you what I'm talking about. God, it's so good to actually feel this thing making heat after working on this thing for like 4 straight days. Wow, that's good heat. So anyway, here's the thermostat, right? And I mounted it really high, just thinking it was aesthetically pleasing. But then I found out, I was actually doing some maintenance, which is why this is kind of a hack job. But I found out that up here, this is like a secret little attic for the closet. See? There's a ceiling. And no wire. Nada. The wire is actually coming down here. I'm going to tidy that up a little. But it's going behind the closet, well, window shield. Yeah, and it's coming down there. I fished some string and stuff, and it's actually coming down there. See? I use speaker wire. G-heado. It's going to be fine. I swear. But yeah, that was a nice accident. So it's super clean, and you can see it from the outside, but it's going to be covered with a curtain anyway. I mean, there's no reason to open a curtain there, so I'm okay with just kind of hiding it away. Okay, well, that's about all I can show for my install. Aside from all the adventures I'm going to have out in the snow, I'm just imagining out in the snow. I just hope that I'm not hoping for a shower and being smelly. I figure I'll fix that. Get a shower. Anyway, whatever. I'm mumbling. I'm just so pleased. Okay, how about that?